Good morning. All right, you guys, I am getting set up. I am in a different location.
Good morning.
Oh, there
Can you hear me? Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm like, why am I getting? I'm like, why am I getting feedback?
I can't hear you. I gotta turn my sound all the way up. Can you hear me?
Yes, I
I
can
can't
hear
hear
you.
you.
Am I on mute? Nope, I'm not on mute. I'm here.
That's weird. I have no sound.
That is weird. Did you take the volume on your phone?
All right. Hang on.
I'm talking like you can hear me. You can't even hear me.
I can't hear.
You look gorgeous, and you can't even hear me. Hold on a second. Since we have to do notes.
Speaker. Yeah, I don't have coffee yet either. Let's see.
I feel like I need a sign. Be right back.
I can't hear.
Good morning, you guys. I see you. This is my first church experience. Yay, Leslie. Morning, Trish. Waiting on you. I know. Okay, so it's a different backdrop today because, well, just a lot of errors. If you've seen, I have procrastinating. Why is this doing this? I'm trying to sort my stuff. We've been procrastinating on our schoolwork, and now my printer's not working. So we've come to my mom's shop. I'm in this tiny little corner. She has frozen. Oh my goodness. Her hair looks gorgeous today, doesn't it? Oh, she looks so good. Okay, so she hung up. So maybe she's going to come back in. So let me invite her back in. Let me invite her back in. Angie, the Caver's wife, invite. All right. Hello, ladies. Hello. Crazy weather here. Humid, hot, stormy looking. Let's see. What does it look like? It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. You want to get a little sneak peek of where I'm at? I got to unplug my mouse to do this. So I ran to my mom's shop. This is her hiding spot. This is her like personal crafting space. And I'm over here against the wall. But tell me this, is my, how am I coming across? Am I coming across clearer than usual? Because I'm wondering if her Wi-Fi is better. Mine has just been awful. Like my Wi-Fi is not working really good. Oh, it's sticky in Louisiana. East Texas. Whoo, I wish I had a hiding spot. My kids, so this is like huge. Hey, can you hear us?
Yes. Yay. All right. I gotta get coffee too.
Okay. So I ran to my mom's shop and I'm like, Mom, I'm on my way over. I'm just going to throw the kids in. It's grainy. I don't know why. Is it my computer?
Could be.
I hope it's not as grainy as usual. At least it's like a little bit better. All right. Shout out. Morning. Good morning. All right, you guys, if you've got a channel, shout it out. Remember, you can roll your cursor over the names and you'll see about their channel, and just make sure that you are subscribed to all of our good mamas. I know that we have a brand new mama. I cannot remember her name right off the bat, that has just started with her first Wellness Wednesday video. Seems a bit better to me. Man, anything's got to be better than the ones I have. Why? Okay, I said move my cursor over. I'm not getting everybody's stuff. Is it working for you, TNT?
I am getting there.
Yeah, I'm scrolling over everybody's names and it's not pulling up like it usually does.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Subs. 30.
What?
Your subs. 3405.
I know, crazy, right?
Growing. Okay.
All right, so good morning, Mud Pie Girl. Good morning, Miss Deborah. Good morning, Susan Sullivan. Good morning, Miss Leslie Goff. Good morning, Indigo Nilly. Y'all need to make sure that you are subbing in Indigo. She has some amazing videos, and just her journey on health has been so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Good morning, Mama Geek TV. She's another good one. Shannon Bagley. Good morning. Good morning, Angela Werner. Good morning, Family Roots Farms. Good morning, Mama Cat. All right. I'm so glad y'all are here.
I'm gonna get my coffee, so don't have any fun yet.
That's not fair. I really want to go and grab coffee myself. You see how she just bailed on me? I'm going to make her carry part of the show where she talks about how awesome she is.
Who?
And you.
Oh, me.
And I'm going to go make my coffee.
Okay.
Oh, I'm up to 3406. That's crazy. You know, last year, I think I had 300 subs. 300.
That's crazy.
Good morning, 6 times blessed.
Good.
I know, right? Coffee. Good morning, Amanda. Yeah, that's not really fair that you yeah. Okay, you talk, Tangi. I got to get coffee.
Okay. I was thinking about this last night, and I haven't run it by Trish, but I think it would also be cool if you guys, if there is somebody that you follow, whether it's a blog or a like somebody on Instagram that you follow because they give you inspiration or they keep you motivated, can you give them a shout out? I like to keep my Instagram feed. I like to throw in a couple of fit ladies. Oh, thank you, Family Roots Farm. I was going for the Shirley Temple look today. Let's see. But yeah, so just to give you an example, one of my favorite blogs here lately is Skinny Taste, because she does a lot of fantastic recipes, and she gives the smart points. And I think she also does the points plus for people who are still doing points plus. Farmer Meemaw, yep, Farmer Meemaw is a good one. She does a lot of really, she does a lot of healthy stuff. I'm trying to find my phone jack. Let's see. And then my friend Mandy, who is in a group. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. Can y'all still hear me? Motivated Muffins. Okay. Good morning, Miss Heather. Let's see. Trish, YouTube is changing hover over name to the right now, and it will show 3 dots. Click on it. Okay. Jess Wonder 1 on YouTube just started Weight Watchers and could use some support. Okay. Jess, isn't she? I think she's the one that Trish was talking about that's in our group, right? That Jess started. Okay, thank you. I'm glad you can hear me. But yes, my friend Mandy, I'm trying to remember what her Instagram name is, but it's at MANDYBOUGHNER. And then I think there's a number like 219 or something after her name. They caught Rain Country's thief. Huh. But anyway, she posts a lot of really great stuff.
Am I missing good stuff?
Well, I said after you left, if there's somebody that the ladies follow, like a blog or something that keeps them motivated, or that they get a lot of inspiration from to share. And I said my friend Mandy, on her Instagram, she's always doing like her before weight loss and then current photos. She also will share photos of her working out. She shares photos of basically her just enjoying life now that she can.
Can we just stop for a moment and take a look at how gorgeous Tangi looks today? What? Because she cut her bangs, and like it's totally whole cup in the fact that like the 15-pound weight loss on her face, is that not looking like just gorgeous?
Stop. Thank you. Thank you.
She's like, stop. Keep it up. Keep it up.
What else do you think about me? No. I feel like my hair looks wonky. I don't know.
Your hair looks fabulous.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely fabulous.
Thank you.
When I look, they have Premiere Pro. Ooh. All right, Jeanette, you are my buddy. I got to write that down so I can remember that.
I wish we had Publix here. We do not have a Publix here.
Oh my goodness, it was so funny because so John and Tangi from Dirt Patch Heaven, they so John will go out and get stuff, and Julie just kind of
Julianne.
Yeah, John and Julianne. Didn't I say that?
You said John and Tangi. I was like, what?
What? No. Sorry. I don't get a lot of sleep right now. It's really rough. I haven't had my coffee. Anyways, so he went to, he goes, yeah, I went to the store. It's great. They had cheap produce. He's like, it's big. It's right there in town. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, it's like Logix. And I'm like, John, I don't have any idea what you're talking about. And he's like, it's like a Trader Joe's, but it's like a Safeway, which none of these places mean anything to me except for what I watch on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And he's going, and finally I'm like, do you mean Publix? And he's like, yeah, Publix, that's the name. And I'm like, go get the sub next time you're there, John. Go get the sub. All right, so Publix has the logo.
Aw, y'all are being so sweet.
Amir, you do. You look great.
Oh, well, thank you.
I'm feeling frumpy.
Well, you look fabulous as always.
Fake it till you make it.
You and your fabulous signature hairstyle.
I know I have to keep trimming it because it's partially growing. So I'm like, so I can keep like the whatever, but then it's going to look poofy. So I'll have to get it cut. Yes, Heather, I'm in crafter's heaven today. I know you guys are jealous. And this is just none of it. You have to, I had a video, I'll put in the whatever, where I did a little tour here. And it's absolutely fabulous. My mom is on the other side. I'm trying to get her to come over.
Yes,
and say hello.
Say hi.
You want to say hi? Let me take the things off.
Hi. I can't hear you again. Is it just me? Can you ladies hear them? Or is it just me? Okay, good. It's not just me. Can you? Okay. We can't hear you. Mm-mm. It was like the sound stopped as soon as you took your earbuds off. No. No. Can you take your, can you hear us through your earbuds? Huh. Yeah, take it out of the computer and put it back in. Still can't hear you. Unplug them and then put them back in. Okay. No, but I can see your mouth move. This is the joy of live YouTube. Good morning, Bandana Grandma. Okay. Just lip read for you guys. Can you talk without your earbuds plugged in? Did you mute your headphones? Mommy Geek said you didn't. She said if you hit the bar on the headphones, sometimes it will mute it. Oh man. Well, hi, Miss Amy from the Fuel Homestead. Let's see. Good morning, everyone. Glad I could finally make a live chat. Us too. Glad you're here. Rosalind, yes, I just downloaded iTrack Bites. Or not, well, I don't think I have the Plus app. I just have the one that's $3.99. And I love it because it's so easy to keep up with your points. I love it. I highly recommend. I hear you.
I did. It was a Google Hangout issue.
Oh, okay.
So I fixed it because what it was doing was it just turned off all my mics.
Oh,
so
okay.
Like when you're in Google Hangout, there's that little bar up at the top. Well, you're on your phone, but it had a setting part, and so I fixed it there.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yay. We're back.
This is my mom.
Hey.
Just starting her channel because she's a crafter. So Mom and I have always struggled with our weight. Always. And then when did you start?
The last week in September.
The last week in September, she silently started a journey that she's never really done before. Like she's done her weight loss and like you did Atkins.
Yeah, I did Atkins for about a year. Lost about 20 pounds. It was great, but then went back to the regular eating before.
And so this time, her biggest motivator has been your
doctor. My foot doctor. And they go, oh, by the way, if you don't get your A1Cs down, you could lose your feet. And which is fine for my friend Kelly, who says, that's okay, because I want your shoes. I'm like, yeah, right. I want to keep my feet, I want to keep my shoes, so you have to lose the weight to get your A1Cs down for diabetes.
Yeah, because we have a lot of moms that do deal with diabetes. So her diabetes got to the point where it was going to start really changing her health.
Can you turn the computer a little bit more toward her so the mic can pick her up?
Yeah. So basically and if you're diabetic, the one thing you have to worry about, you're still kind of young, you're not into, not having this problem yet. But for future reference, you are going to have to worry about is getting the neuropathy in your feet. And when that happens, that's why most diabetics lose their feet, is because of the neuropathy. You lose feeling, you can't feel it. Well, I already have neuropathy in my feet. Part of that is from the diabetes and part of it's from the chemo. So between the two, it has elevated my how far I am into it. So the only way to stop that at this point, or to not let it go any further, is to lose the weight. So I seen a dietitian, which my doctor recommended for the diabetes, and basically told me to go through and ask me what I liked. There was a few things that are no longer on my list, but I eat once in a while. I'm not saying I'm never going to eat them again. One of the big things was hot dogs. I love hot dogs, don't I? I love hot dogs. No hot dogs. Hot dogs are a treat once in a while, but cannot be a main, we eat hot dogs once a week, kind of thing. No, I might eat a hot dog every 2 months. And then the same with, I like cakes and Danish coffee and stuff like that. And I have completely gone off of it. Now, what they did tell me I could have, and I do like, and I've always liked, was the Atkins has a shake. So I use those a lot. And then the other key was to eat more meals, less food, because it keeps your metabolism going. So you're not so much, even when I eat bad stuff on bad days, like I did,
Wait. I didn't coach her. She doesn't know, like, today's topic is about not hoarding your fuels.
Awesome.
I didn't coach her.
I didn't know. No, she didn't tell me anything. But like Monday, I went and babysat the kids. Of course, they wanted McDonald's. I ate McDonald's, but because of the day before, all the other times I'm eating little foods all the time. I feel like I eat more now than I did before.
And she does. That's like the really crazy part, because she started losing weight. And I was like, okay, what's going on? And she wasn't saying anything, because you weren't saying anything because you didn't want to, like, jinx yourself.
Exactly.
And it's hard, too. Like, when you are heavy and you have one fail after another, you don't want to tell people you're trying again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it gets kind of like, oh, yeah, you're trying again. I do want to pull out there, like, Mr. and Mrs. W said insulin resistant here, too. So I already gave to pay attention to sugar and glycemic. And then Mama Cat's talking about the fact that her sister's father-in-law lost his leg from the knee down because of diabetes and not taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Mud Pie Girl likes hot dogs too. You're not alone.
Well, and the thing is, don't deprive yourself of these things, but to have them, but to know not to eat them all the time. And that's what I've been doing. I've lost 20 pounds or more than 20 pounds since I started. And which is good for me. And I still have another one. And then last night I was talking to one of my teachers here now, and this weekend she's putting me on, it's like from couch to 5K program on my phone.
Hey, by the way, I got the stickers in my planner. I've done one exercise. It's been rough.
And I haven't done any exercise since I started yet. And I'm saying, but it's coming. That's now that I've lost the 20 pounds, I feel much, better. And, most people say don't weigh yourself every day. I usually weigh myself every day, but you can't get stuck on, oh, I went up a pound. You're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down. But for me, it does help me to know that, oh, I went up a little bit. So now I know today I'm going to be really working.
Don't be so relaxed today.
Yeah. Don't relax and go, oh, I'm going to eat whatever I want. But, and I think that's what we do a lot of times is we gain a few pounds and then we get all upset with ourselves and we go back to where we were doing. No, you're always going to go up, down, up, down, up, down. And if you're real heavy, my thing is lose the weight, lose at least 20 pounds first before you even start exercising.
Right. You have that first initial.
Yeah.
I'm loving this. Family Roots. She's putting her baby on a carrier on her back and walking the treadmill. I've run into now with the sixth baby, because I have the ab split, I don't like having them on me like I once did, because I can feel the pressure against my abs. So I have to be so careful. But there was a time I did stuff like that. There was a time. Yeah, I have.
Okay, I got to go back to work.
You got to go work. I'm going to let her go.
I got a 3-day weekend here at the cow, or 4-day weekend, so I got to get my stuff ready for it. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Mom. I hope I give you motivation.
She's awesome.
Well, yeah, she does her weekend things here, and she's got one coming up, so I'm going to try and come in and do a live event during her thing so you guys can see the craziness.
Very cool. Yeah, I like that she, one of the things that she said was, there are things that she enjoys that she can still have, she just can't have them often. And I have found that with me. It was actually brought up in our in Mama Gets Fit group this week, because I showed a little video of me having a girls' night in with my 14-year-old daughter. The boys had gone to a monster truck thing. And so she and I decided that we were going to stay in and order pizza and watch Gilmore Girls. And so we got the pizza with the extra cheese, and we got brownies, and we were both having Shark Week. So it was such a nice bonding time. And I had 3 brownies. I'm not going to lie. I had 3 brownies and 2 slices of pizza, but here's why I did it. I did it because, number one, I knew how many points I was having before I had it, because I already did the research before the delivery guy showed up. And I already knew how many weekly points that I had not touched all week. So I was able to enjoy myself and enjoy this time with my daughter be a total girl, have the extra fat and the extra sugar with no guilt, because I knew exactly what I was doing. And not to say that my stomach didn't feel so great afterward, but as far as like the points go, it gave me, having those boundaries gives me freedom. So, but I don't eat like that every day. That's why I could do it that night, because I don't eat like that all the time.
Well, and that's kind of, all right, so let's talk about some crazy victories. If you have your victories, non-scale, scale-related, post them, because Tangi is like the jam-packed winner of victories. And I'm looking at 6 times. Well, first I want to say Mr. and Mrs. W. She's like, oh, ha, ha, Shark Week. I'm going to refer to mine as Shark Week from here on out. What's funny is, as I literally stole that from my walking partner, she's always referred to it as Shark Week. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? She is in the Mama Gets Fit group, but she is yet to become brave enough to talk. So she's hiding out in there until she's ready to come out and participate as a group. But yeah, it's funny because it's like, oh yeah, it's Shark Week. And they're like, but it's, I want to, 6 times blessed says, I want to be able to maintain my diet after I hit my goal weight. So I didn't cut sweets out completely. I have one small sweet treat a day. I can live without soda, but not chocolate. Okay, my first time, are we probably talking Weight Watchers? Yeah, she was talking Weight Watchers, and that's how she actually handles everything. I'm going to start off with my non-scale victory, which Tangi will laugh because I've been a dang mess. I have been an absolute mess, and I'm going to tell you, my victory happened this morning. So my weight's kind of fluctuating. I'm eating things I shouldn't be eating. I'm losing complete motivation, and I'm like down to the last 10 pound mark. And so it's really hard to stay focused, because first you lose weight, then you lose motivation. That's the little Weight Watcher thing they would say. And I've been crying to Tangi all week. I'm just like, Tangi's a little bit like, this is not you. When I call, I'm like, oh, I can't. Why am I not? But my non-scale victory was this morning. I was laying in bed. I started going through what I was doing different every day. Number one, I have not, like before I'd have 1 to 2 protein shakes a day. I will tell you, in the last week I had one. So I really haven't been making sure I've been insistent about getting my protein in. Number two, I'm about a month out from having exercise. I went and did the run with my girlfriend. I thought we were going to do it every Sunday. And with the holidays, we haven't done it. Walking the dog is not exercise. It's a chore. As much as I want it to be an exercise, there's just so much that has to happen with walking the dog. And he's in his own world that it just isn't there. And then I'm not automating my morning anymore. I'm not eating first thing in the morning, my like normal breakfast. And because I end up really not eating, and then I eat something I don't want to eat. And then what I'm doing is I'm reactively eating instead of proactively eating. And I want to say all my problems is I'm lack of planning, a lack of preparation, living in chaos. But the reality is I'm not getting myself ready the night before just to start a good morning. I'm not starting a good morning, so my whole day is falling apart. And after about a week or two into that, I am feeling the effects. I've gained maybe 2 or 3 pounds. But the big part, I told Tangi, I go, I don't physically look that different, but I feel disgusting. I feel horrible. And I'm just going, oh my goodness, how am I going to I'm going to get to goal. How am I going to do maintenance? Because I can't do maintenance feeling this disgusting. So yeah, not your typical scale victory.
Yeah, I think that's something that a lot of people who have never had a weight problem don't understand, that weight loss is more than not eating a donut. Because for a lot of us, there is a lot of emotional and mental obstacles that we have to overcome to get away from the donut.
It's not the one donut that kills us. It's the fourth dozen.
Yeah, exactly. The 4th dozen the day after we had 5 dozen the day before. So
I do want.
That's why.
Hold on. I do want to say Nancy has lost 3 pounds last month, but she's kind of frustrated. Nancy, do you know how frustrating it is? It took me 3 months to lose 10 pounds. And wait till you hear what Tangi's lost in 6 weeks. Being a slow loser means you're keeping it off. So motivation there, girl. You might take you a month to lose 3 pounds, but it will take 2 years to put those 3 pounds back on. All right, non-scale victory. I have muscle definition in my arm, says Jenny. Oh, isn't that sexy? I don't care what it, like TV tells us we need to focus on this, and us mamas are like, oh, look, it doesn't say goodbye as badly anymore. And she lost 3 pounds this week. Leslie is down 3 pounds last week, but was sick and carbing all weekend. Oh, yeah, especially if Shark Week's coming. As they grow, says she had a terrible at getting her protein in, but she's got to get back in the habit. You totally got to get back in the habit, because I'm with you. Deborah went to her first weigh-in at Tops, and it was higher. But not giving up. Don't give up. There's your victory. You are not giving up. Because I'll tell you what, I've had too many times where I've just fallen off the wagon and I just get back on. 6 times blessed, started exercising and didn't die.
Woo! Love it.
Losing weight is frustrating, a hard process for me, but so frustrated with myself. I know, Leah, you can do this. You can do it. She had non-scale visitors. Mr. and Mrs. W had non-scale visitors, and that's what she found as tedious. And I've been measuring my food, so I'm aware of my portions. Hey, logging your food and keeping track of your portions is the first step of the game. The absolute, besides figuring out what kind of plane you're going to go to, but it's the first step of actively doing it. Good morning, G. Gertz.
That's Jennifer. I want to.
Okay, Jennifer?
Yeah, Mud Pie girl. She asked a question like kind of way up there, but she said asking about this. We're talking about Weight Watchers. I'm doing Weight Watchers. Trish fluctuates between Weight Watchers and Trim Healthy Mama, but everybody's doing their own plan, because that's one thing we have all learned is what's going to work for me is not going to work for someone else. I am really loving Weight Watchers and really feel actually my aunt sent me a message yesterday and said, do you feel like this is something that you can do long term? Absolutely. I feel like I can do this forever, just because I don't have to, there's nothing that I can't have. Like I don't have to cut out carbs. I don't have to cut out sugar. So for me, that's going to work.
Well, and the other part too is you might have a diet plan that walks you through part of your season in your weight loss. So, I've had times where the mental anguish of trying to do Weight Watchers was more than I could mentally handle in that small season. So I did Trim Healthy Mama. And then I got to a point where I was like, I'm back together. Because for me, there's women who are losing weight like crazy with Trim Healthy Mama. I don't lose weight, but I can maintain beautifully. It's easy to plan my meals. It's easy to keep my family in order. So I do that until I get myself back together that I can take on Weight Watchers. And then if I start getting burnt out, if I start getting frustrated, I then flip back into Trim Healthy Mama. I kind of alternate the two. And then I have a lot of times where I'm like, I'm doing Trim Healthy Mama today. And then I'm like, oh, an orange. I need fruit. Nope, not today. I'm going to eat all the fruit I want. I would say Faith Fries and Frappies didn't gain weight through Shark Week. That is huge.
That is huge.
And she's been doing the walking video with Andrea Mills. I'm going to have to put that video in the description if any of y'all haven't done that. That's just a really fun one where she color-coded and did a little path walk for her kids. So when they're stuck in the house, they can feel like they're running and walking somewhere.
That's cool.
Sandy joined Weight Watchers online last night. She's so stinking excited. That is awesome, Sandy. Awesome. I've always had a lot of success with the Weight Watchers online, probably because I've had over a year in meetings. I did a year of meetings off and on. So if you run into any issues, Sandy, with doing Weight Watchers online and staying motivated, just remember to hop into a meeting here and there. And I think it's, you don't have to go every week, but you can go in there for a little motivation, and that usually helps. I'm trying to convince myself to spend the money, Banana Grandma. That's funny. Sometimes you got to, and sometimes you don't. Tangi's proof you don't.
Yep.
The pants fit without sucking it in.
Woo!
Erica, congratulations.
That's awesome. Love it.
Angela walked it home. That's so funny that you say that, Angela, because I was sitting there debating on I can do my Leslie Sampson. I'm like, not today. I will. 2.9 pounds down from January 1st doing THM. Yes, home cooked and homemade.
That is awesome.
Mama Geek is down 1 pound a week. I know. I'm just totally monopolizing everybody. I'm sorry, Tangi. I have a hard time losing weight and gaining. Having 3 pregnancies has done me. And Rosalind, I understand mama to mama. 6 right here. Mama to mama, I get it.
What the heck is Shark Week? PMS.
There you go. Non-scale, I went and got the Happy Fit planner log. Good job. And you've been tracking all week. Awesome job, Mama Geek. I know.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm farther down than you. Go ahead.
You are, because I scrolled back up. All right. So
Jennifer said that she is under 230 for the first time in over a decade. That is so exciting. Congratulations.
And then
good job.
I do want to tell you, Leslie, Weight Watchers works for vegetarians. It works for if you're a whole food, if you're a fast food, if you're a vegetarian, if you're all protein. You could even do Weight Watchers with Trim Healthy Mama. Because, Tangi, don't we have somebody that does that?
Yes, Heather does that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it can totally work.
Yeah, and I think and that's one of the reasons why, and I'm not trying to promote Weight Watchers, but when you find something that works for you, you get excited about it. But that's what I like about it, is that you can eat, but you learn how much to eat. Because I eat whole foods, I eat very little processed food, but I was eating too much.
I do want to put out there, Lori, girl, good job. You didn't throw that scale away. Good job. You got this. All right, so I'm kind of scrolling through. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody. I'm not sure what the current Weight Watcher promotions are, but I know it's good stuff. Have you checked out using coconut oil? All right, you guys are having a great conversation together. Yay! Thank you, Angela. I'm gonna get it. I did clean my bedroom yesterday, so that was kind of huge. I'm like, maybe if I cleaned up my house, I wouldn't feel so overwhelmed all the time. Maybe.
Lee is down 5 pounds. Wow. Are you guys taking your photos? It is.
Yes. Are you?
I'm taking my photos. I'm going to post one. I'm going to post my side by side in Mama Gets Fit when we get done here. But sometimes you think, oh, it's only 5 pounds. But if you can take a profile shot of your before and then your current, you can see the difference, and it is so motivating. You won't believe how much 5 pounds, what the difference is. It's crazy.
6 times blessed. Sometimes your body will turn on and off when you are nursing and losing weight, and all of a sudden you'll start dropping weight, and then you'll stop, and then you'll start. Just making sure that the baby is satisfied is your number one thing for now. And if your nursing if the baby's not near as satisfied, then I would figure out what to change. But Trim Healthy Mama has a shake that is like the mommy nursing power shake. So I would do that, and it's good for making milk. Kayla, you determine your points. There's an app that the Weight Watchers uses, but I believe there's some sites that have bootlegged that information that you can get if you don't do it. Trim Healthy Mama is not really a macronutrient diet, but it splits your macronutrients. So you're eating protein every 3 hours, and then either you're eating a carb or you're eating a fat. You don't eat your fat and your carbs together. And so they get into that. I made a checklist, and I'm knocking stuff off one thing at a time. I need to do that. I feel so scattered. I have so many crazy things going on. I'm going to share it with you guys later on. But yeah, I've been a little bit like in 4 different places at one time every day. Okay, Leah, don't worry. As long as you don't have to take a picture and post it in the Facebook group, the pictures are for you, not us. They're for you. And you having your own pictures and you sitting there and watching your progression is huge. And it's way more important than anybody else seeing your photos. I'm nursing now, never seem to lose weight while nursing, no matter what I do. 6 kids, nursed all 6, never lose weight while nursing, ever. But the moment I get done, there you go. Trish, you got me hooked on the Happy Planner, and the fitness pack is so motivating. Is that the fitness pack stickers that are like $10 if you have 50% off coupon? Because I really want one of those, but I'm trying not to go to the store. And I'm going to start building my my February Happy Planner stickers this week or next week, so I can have them out a week before February. So if you guys have any desires, I might make 1 or 2 different ones so that you can, if you're not into Valentine-ish, it'll be something else. And if you are, you're good. Not sure what my actual weight loss is, but my knees feel better. Jen, that's fantastic.
Absolutely.
I'm breastfeeding. Jennifer says I'm breastfeeding and on Weight Watchers. I was told to add 10 points. Yes, add 10 points to accommodate. I never lose weight while nursing. Yep. I'll tell you what, but I'm always like, when I stop nursing, I'm always like, the fat's coming off. And usually it does. It'll just start draining, completely draining off. All right, so Tangi,
Yes.
tell us your weight loss victory.
All right. Well, first, let me start with the non-scale victories. Of course, I have shared a lot of those with you guys in the group, but the first one is, for the first time in our nearly 20 years together, I weigh less than my husband. And for me, that feel like I didn't even realize it was a goal until it happened. And I was like, I weigh less than you. And for me, it makes me feel more feminine to weigh less than him. And that's silly. But yeah, so I'm
with you.
enjoying that.
I'm with you, because my husband is a small man. I mean, he's 135 at his heaviest. And when I finally got down to like within 10 pounds of him, I finally felt just like, or being able to put on his pants.
Right. Yeah.
You know, that was just
huge.
like, it did. I felt beautiful.
Yeah.
I felt so beautiful.
I know. I know. Yeah. So that was big for me. Another one is that my clothes are getting too big. And I have 2 pairs of jeans that I had put in the back of my closet that someone had given me, and I couldn't button them. I could get them up my legs though, so that's good. But I couldn't button them. Now they're the only pants I have that fit. Everything else is too big.
Wait till you're doing this. I'm gonna show y'all. Wait till you're doing this. I sit there and I spend my days just rolling my pants up to keep them up. And what's funny, awesome. These were the tiny ones that I was like, I'll never get into. And I'm like, I'm rolling them up. And then, and that doesn't help. I probably need to purge them, because that kind of makes it difficult for me to, I'm like, oh, I could gain a few pounds. You know, it makes me feel frumpy.
Yeah. Well, and I love your top, by the way. That's super cute.
I got this at a discount store.
Did you? Oh, that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have, well, here's what I do, just because I'm frugal. And a lot of people have, a lot of my friends who shop a lot usually have a lot of clothes that they can't wear or they don't wear anymore. And so I'm just like, hey, if you're getting ready to purge your closet, don't send it to Goodwill, give it to me. So I'll do that. And then whatever I need, then I'll go get. But anyway, so there's that.
Well, that's like, for me, I really haven't been in a lot of clothes or in a size that had people purchasing clothes that had nice clothes. Mm-hmm. And now I'm finally to the size of the girls that work with my husband, and they're super sweet. I love them. I love them to pieces. I used to work with them. And so now they're to the point, they're like, oh, you need 8s? We'll send you 8s. And I'm like, I know them are some $100 pants that are fixing to come up.
Oh, that is so nice. Yeah.
I'm going to be so trendy at 40, you know.
Yeah.
Because they're 10, 15 years younger.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. And that's another thing too, is like, am I going to know how to dress my new self? I don't know. We'll have to see. But so the scale.
Yeah, tell us what you ate, Tangi. Okay. Tell us.
What did I weigh last week? I don't remember. 185.
No.
It was 185 point something. So I am now 184.1. So I lost a little over a pound, but I'm officially at my 15-pound weight loss mark. So that is my it's been a good week.
And how many weeks?
And that was
like 6 weeks.
Like 6 weeks since November 21st. But and I told Trish, because we talk on the phone like at least twice a day. And so I told her, I said, because she was like, you are losing weight so fast. And I said, yeah, to a point where I almost kind of feel guilty about it. But one thing I have to keep reminding myself, because I eat all of my points. I love to eat. I am not eating.
And this is important. This is like today's topic of eat. And I found in my past, the more you physically eat within your points range, the faster the weight comes off.
Right. And but for me, I am healthy other than being overweight. I don't have diabetes. I don't have blood pressure issues. I don't have thyroid issues. I don't have hormone issues. And I think that's why I'm losing weight quickly, is I'm staying within my points, and I'm healthy. So for those of you who aren't losing weight fast, we're not the same person. So don't compare your weight loss to me.
Listen, she's 15 pounds down. It took me 15 pounds. It took me 6 months to lose 15 pounds. And now I'm a little older than Tangi. So actually, I don't even know how old you are, but I'm assuming I'm a little older than you.
Yeah, I'm 36.
Okay, so I'll be 39 in a couple of days. So that 3 years, and the 3 years Tangi, wait, the 3 years make a difference.
I've been told.
It blows my mind how much it makes a difference. And even this last 10 pounds, it took me from September 15th to December 20th to lose 10 pounds. Slow is okay. I didn't realize how much it was slow, but it's been slow. But I haven't given up. I've had little breaks where I had to take a couple days off or a couple weeks off, but I haven't overall quit. Yeah, thank you, Miss W. I need to purge them, but they're the nicest clothes I've ever owned because they were my grandmother's that I inherited, and they're all Levi's, and because Grandma had style and money to buy it. Right. And I'm wearing Levi's, and I'm like, but I don't want to give them away because I can't buy another pair of Levi's like this in a smaller size. All right, so Mama Cat says, what if you can't eat? I'm not an emotional eater. I can't eat when I have anxiety. It seriously comes back out in some way. So Mama Cat, you're probably in a place where you are, in our humble opinion, where you are not eating enough, and so your body, when you do eat, is just like, oh, good times, hold on until because we probably are going to have bad times. You have to find ways to get the calories. So your need will literally be high point food. If you're doing Weight Watchers, it would be a high point food that you're getting your points in without having to eat the volume at all.
I would recommend shakes, smoothies, because if you don't feel like eating, maybe you can at least feel like drinking. And then that way you're getting your nutrition and your calories and your protein. Protein is so important. Protein.
Because that's like when I really started thinking about what has done me in the last 2 weeks, it has been the fact that I have not been taking in protein. So getting back on that, I lost only 10 pounds all of last year. It was slow, but I haven't yo-yoed, so I'm good with that. That's right, Indigo. No yo-yoing. Mm-hmm. Slow is okay. I don't really like slow. I don't really like slow, but slow is good.
Yeah. Angela, that's a good question. She said, what do I do about nighttime snacking? And that was something that I do a lot of, because in the evening, that's mine and my husband's time. The kids go to bed, we stay up and we watch our shows and we snack. But I have been doing like bananas, just something light, because that's, in your sleeping phase, that's when your body slows down. So all of that just doesn't digest like it does during the day. So definitely, if you're going to snack, just do something light.
Okay, so let's talk about hoarding your fuel. So I called it fuel, not points, because not everybody's doing Weight Watchers. So if you're doing like a Trim Healthy Mama or macronutrient, your fuel is, now remember, protein's your building block. Your fuel is either carbs or fat, one of those two. And if you are doing Weight Watchers, it's your smart points is your fuel. I'm going to tell you, Tangi has been the most perfect example of not hoarding her points. Look, you got to see her face. Make a noise so they can see that face.
I made that face because I knew that it was on you and not me.
You stink. She's all like this, like. I don't have the cheeks like you do, so I can't like really make it as. She was much cuter than like my horridness there, but totally. Oh, I do agree, Lindsay. Hot tea or something warm before bed is good too, for that nighttime eating thing. All right. So one of the things is Tangi's been really great. She's been really eating all her points, and she eats them, and it goes into her weekly points. I don't want to say I'm a prepper. I'm not a prepper, but there's that mentality that you have to like store back. That squirreling. I'm a squirreler who chases squirrels. I'm a squirreler. You got to talk to me sometime on the phone. I chase squirrels. So I tend to be like, I want to eat the little tiny points all day long. So it'll be something like, oh, this was 2 points, and this is 1 point, and this is 2 points, and this is 1 point. By the end of the day, I have 15 points left over. But I also want to eat an elephant. And I'm not satisfied. And I can do it here, here in one day. But when I start doing it back to back, day after day, I am not eating well. And so what I'll do is I'll be like, okay, my goal is to have a 10-point breakfast and a 10-point lunch and a 10-point dinner. And there's my points. But I don't. I have a 4. I'm like, yes, I only did 4 points out of those 10 points. What do I do with the other 6 points? Nothing. I hide them. I'm like, oh, don't have to worry about them. And so I end up constantly hoarding my points. And then I eat something stupid. Or then I'm just not satisfied because I'm not eating enough. I am not providing my body with what it needs. And it doesn't just kill my metabolism. It's killing me mentally. It's killing my satisfaction. And some of what I'm dealing with is from point hoarding. And then I'm looking at Tangi and watching what she's eating. And she is doing a fantastic job eating her points, eating her weeklies. I don't like to touch my weeklies because I like to hoard them away. So that cute little weekly sticker, I'm not touching those.
Yeah, for me, see, I look at it differently. Okay, so like your breakfast sandwich that you make is 6 points, right?
Right.
The English muffin. So you're thinking, hey, I saved 4 points. For me,
it's like me couponing. I saved $50.
Right. But for me, I look at it and go, ooh, this was 6 points. What else can I have? To me, it's like, ooh, I can have more, not ooh, I had less.
Right, and it is. And when I lost weight very quickly, it was like, ooh, what else can I eat? Ooh, what else can I eat? And I was constantly fueling my body. And now I'm just in a constant thinking of, ooh, I can save this for later. Ooh, I can save this for later. And it's like, ooh, I saved this. And it is. It's maybe it's the couponer in me.
Oh, Mommy Geek just said that the fitness planner is at 50% off at Michael's. And she's referring to this. If you don't know what
yes,
we're
thank you.
about.
Mine's over there.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it.
Yes. So making sure. So how are you guys doing on that when you're eating? Are you hoarding your fuel? And just being sure to be very aware that you are eating enough and that you're eating plenty, and really absolutely adopting Tangi's on what can I eat next? What can I eat next? So what I'm doing is I'm hoarding my points till the point my body is going, you better eat something next. You better eat. And then I'm making really poor decisions because I'm being reactive and not proactive again. Where if I went mentally ahead and said, this is what I have next to eat because I have these points available to me, it would change it would kick my metabolism up. And so this becomes a complete psychological warfare that I'm doing. And it has nothing to do with my body needing food. It comes to me going, hoard it, use it, and it's this I'm being stingy. I'm being a hoarder and a stingy person. And I do this with my sewing fabric. I can say I kind of do it with my homeschool curriculum. This is a mental thing.
Yeah. Well, were me and you the ones that were talking about? No, my daughter and I were talking about this. Okay, so I have a couple of cousins that are adopted from China, and I know the oldest one, when my aunt got her, a lot of her teeth were rotted. And the reason is because in the orphanage that she was in, they didn't know when they were going to eat next. And so they would, anytime they got to eat, they would save some of their food in their mouths, and they would keep it in their mouth while they slept. So they would know that they would have food the next day. And so I think when you're not feeding your body kind of automatically does that. Your body says, I don't know what I'm going to eat next, so I'm going to hang on to what I've got. And that could be why, if you're not feeding it regularly, that could be why the weight's not coming off.
And you have to pump the fuel through your body, even if it's just protein, even if it's just a boiled egg, you have to pump it through. We're not saying have 10 full course meals a day. We're saying make sure you're constantly putting something in it. And in order to do that, you got to be prepared. You cut the cheese. Don't pull the cheese, pre-cut the cheese, take the cheese slice out, zip the bag up and put it back in the fridge. Because yesterday I thought I was doing great. And between me and the 2-year-old, the whole block of cheese was gone. Gone. We ate it all right before supper. And we still ate supper.
You said cut the cheese. Sorry. Had to go there. But you're so right, though. Yeah, that's what I completely do that, because your brain, like when you get hungry, you kind of get into this like frenzy, like I have to eat something, and then so you're gonna grab the first thing that is quick and available. Whereas before, if you had time to plan, or you just ate a couple of hours ago, you're going to be a little bit better about making a better decision instead of freaking out going, I got to eat.
Oh, getting hungry and angry and out of control. And like the latest I've been like grabbing is a scoop of chocolate chips and walnuts. I just want chocolate. So like today, needing to kickstart myself after I started really thinking about what am I not doing, I went to my proteins, and because I'm craving chocolate, I went and got my chocolate greens canister, and I just blended the two together for 3 points. I'm not going to lie. I've been up 3 hours, and I've only had 3 points. So I'm going to get my butt in gear after we get off this, and I'll just leave my kids with my mom here and go get some food from the Walmart and come back in here and cook it in the kitchen and be like, okay, I'm eating this. I got to eat. Because essentially, as I told, I'm like, well, maybe I'll just liquefy my diet today and just take in plenty of protein and I'll be good. No, what I need to do is eat. Mm-hmm. Keep eating. Peace and Pantry says we're crack-a-lacking me up.
Let's see. Chocolate chips. Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds good. I always add chocolate chips with nuts, too. It's such a satisfying snack. I love chocolate and nuts. Are my love language. And bacon. Chocolate, nuts, and bacon.
And you can eat them together, and they're fantastic, by the way. But here's my thing about it is I don't have a quarter cup of them. I have like a cup and a half each. I try to reserve calories for evening meals because I prefer bigger meals in the evening when hubby is home, and I also tend to snack more later in the day. Well, and the problem is like, it's okay if you can plan out your meal and then you know how many points you need for that meal. But like even before, I would have like 2 or 3 points left over. My big thing was always a chocolate pudding with the Cool Whip on top. And that was back when it was sugar. You could have the sugar, but even still, you can get the sugar-free puddings. And that did it for me. Mm-hmm. And it's like I'm not prepped with my normal food. And so I'm trying to make things work with my non-normal food, and it catches up. It just catches up. The only problem about the chocolate and the nuts for me is that's my red light food. It is high in points. I have no self-control. And I eat a ton of them. But, oh, yeah, I like the spinach salads.
Oh, I do too. Oh, my gosh. To me, fresh greens with fruit and nuts. Oh, my gosh.
And a vinaigrette.
Like,
sweet vinaigrette.
I don't know if they still have it because I haven't eaten one in years, but Panera used to have this. It was like spinach and strawberries and grilled chicken and pecans. And then they had like this poppy seed dressing with it. Oh, forget about it. It was awesome.
Okay, so next, I don't know. So I hope we've been helpful on the fact, don't hoard your points. Seriously, you cannot home. I do. I agree with Kayla. Tangi, you need to be doing weekly videos on your journal and what you ate.
Okay.
Because you're eating good stuff. You're eating normal stuff.
I'm eating normal stuff because, you know, we're on a tight budget. And we eat a lot of carbs here because carbs are cheap and they're filling. So like for breakfast, the last few days, I've been having oatmeal with butter and brown sugar because I will not.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. She's eating oatmeal with butter and brown sugar. And I'm like, wait, what? How can you eat that doing Weight Watchers? And she's like, well, I only have this much. And I was like, I deny myself the really good little things because I'm so afraid of the points, when in reality, it might only be a half a point if I take just a little bit. So instead of rationing and having I just don't touch. And then I end up going, but I want this.
Right.
And I'm craving this. So let me eat a stick of butter today. Well, maybe not a stick of butter.
Yeah, it's just, you know, this is, for me, my mind has finally clicked that this is a lifestyle. This is not just to get me to where I want to go. This is going to be a lifestyle. So I'm going to have my butter and brown sugar with my oatmeal. And then for lunch, I might have like an egg salad sandwich. I'm counting what I'm having. I'm having one sandwich with like a half a cup of the egg salad instead of having 2 sandwiches and chips. And then for supper, I'll have, you know, like last night I made a lentil soup. It was so good. And I had cornbread with it. So I'm just eating.
I need to come to your house.
Well, I'm just eating normal things, but I'm measuring what I'm eating. I'm not eating too much.
There's an airport 10 minutes. I swear it'll get me close enough. I'm coming. I'm just going to come eat at your house for a week.
Anytime.
But it is, you know, and I have to laugh, you know, it's not fake food. And what I wanted, it's the common food of our grandparents. How about that one? I don't want to call it like our grandparents' food and we get all into like eating off the land kind of deal. But it's like the stuff I grew up eating at my grandparents' house. That's what I miss. That to me, that's like normal and easy. I don't want all these big heavy foods. I don't want big fancy food. I don't want fast food. And I don't want to have to go gourmet. But I want to have stuff that feels satisfying.
Right.
I will tell you my favorite bread for sandwiches. I'm not sure what Tangi's using. Is the Nature's Own Life bread. It is 1 point a slice.
I'm just doing the white Aldi sandwich bread.
How many points is the 2 slices?
2 points. 4 points.
4 points.
It's 2 points per slice. Yeah.
So here I am making sure I get the smallest thing, spending twice the money so I can hoard my points.
See, yeah, but I would, if I had the bread that you're talking about, then I would turn my sandwich into a club sandwich by adding bacon.
That's not a bad idea.
Girl, I mean, I don't kid about the bacon.
We need some meal plans, Tangi. Will you just write up some like really awesome inspirational meal plans? Because my mommy brain is fried.
Oh, well.
You know, be like, I go to Aldi's and this is what I get, and then here's my sandwich and here's how much. I mean, are you making the egg salad yourself?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So when you make your egg salad, are you making like your side of egg salad with like 1 egg? How are you figuring it out?
So I'm just individual. I mean, I did make a bigger batch, but then I just calculated how much and then just measured out and figured up servings and did the math and came up with the points that way. Does that make sense?
All right, so Family Roots, I'm with you on we need to be doing some meal plans. So I'm going to sit with Tangi and I'm going to pick her brain. And because Tangi does it on such a small budget, it is going to be budget friendly for everybody.
And that's why we do, that's kind of what we're hoping to do with Menu Plan Monday that we're posting on the, in the Facebook group. Of course, I know not everybody's there, but in our Facebook group on Meal Plan Mondays, we do a call out for the weekly meal plans, and it's to hopefully give everybody ideas on what they're having, so that way you can use it for your own meal plan.
But maybe you and I can come up with like 4 weeks, 1 weeks of breakfast.
Okay.
Or maybe not. That's too much. That's too much variety.
Yeah.
I don't need variety. We just need. I need you to help me. Let's be realistic. I need you to help me with 5 breakfast options and 5 lunch options.
Okay.
And we'll make cute little note cards that we can print off as photos, and like they look like recipes or whatever.
But I'm telling you, like, mine is so boring. I literally, like, one day I'll have egg salad. The next day I'll have tuna salad. The day after that, I may just have, You
made me realize I forgot. Like, I was eating salmon salad all the time, and it was fantastic. I haven't been eating that at all.
Well, there you go. Eat it.
With big sliced thick tomatoes. Oh, that's what I'm having for lunch today.
Yeah, I just have your run-of-the-mill stuff. I'm just the only difference between what I'm doing now and what I did before is I'm logging it and I'm keeping the portions under control. That's it.
Yeah. You guys don't worry. I might be no show on Facebook here and there, but I'm going to get on the phone with Tangi and I'm going to force all of her breakfast and her lunches out. And I'm going to make some pretty little printable that's almost comparable to Tangi's pretty little printables. And I'm going to stick it in the Facebook group so we got something. So we're in it together. One burned out mommy to another. We're stealing her meal ideas. And then we're going to steal some of yours if they look good. So maybe we'll do maybe Tangi will go and stick a post-it on Facebook that says, post your favorite breakfast is, meal plan. And then put if it's Trim Healthy Mama or Weight Watchers, just THMWW, and then put what it is. And then if it's Trim Healthy Mama, you're going to have to make sure that you put like how many grams of carbs and fat. And if you want to take a picture. And then we'll just do a master list. We'll make our own master list.
Well, I wonder if I could probably do that, like create a document maybe. Create a document. And
we'll work on it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I agree, Susan. We're going to work together. We're going to build ourselves an impeccable, bulletproof meal plan that we just go and grab ideas off of and plan our meals. Because, man, I'm bored. And then I stop eating. And then I'm like, oh, chicken nuggets. Let's eat chicken nuggets. Yeah. Chicken nuggets are good.
Well, I know last night, I was okay, like, what can I fix tonight? And I saw I had this big bag of lentils, and I looked up on Pinterest lentil soup recipes, and I came across one. I had all the ingredients. It was so yummy and so easy, and I had all the ingredients on hand. It was great. All right, Miss Jennifer, you have a great day. Have fun with your Aldi haul.
All right, we're only going to work on breakfast. We're only going to work on breakfast and lunch this week. Just saying.
Breakfast and lunch.
I'm writing it in my book.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of Aldi haul, what happened?
Yeah. Well, I was just it's so totally off subject, but did you guys see my $44 Aldi haul video that I posted this past week? And there was a little thing about my son with the banana. Did you guys catch that?
Oh, that.
Oh my gosh. People are going crazy.
Haters gonna hate.
I'm like, what is the deal? Did you see the comments? I mean, like the first question was from a lady who I follow on YouTube. And I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. So I said he couldn't have the banana. Big deal. My kids don't get everything they want. And so
deny your child fruit.
I know. But then like people kept, there was actually another comment about it last night. I'm like, okay, first of all, you can't judge somebody from a 10-minute video. Second of all, they didn't see that the fact that he had just had a banana. And then I said, no, you can't have another one. And then we were very close to having dinner. So anyway, it just cracks me up, the little things that people will find and like harp on it. So, oh my gosh. See, Lee thought it was funny. I thought it was funny too, because that's just how it is in our house. But I promise my kids, they ain't hungry. Oh man. Anyway.
Loving Life. We can do one that's it's a low carb. They'll go in as S meals for Trim Healthy Mama. So an S meal for Trim Healthy Mama is a low carb meal. And if you do Pinterest too, look under Trim Healthy Mama S's. Because so what she had asked was like, what about doing low carb because she's not doing Weight Watchers? That section will be the S meals or low carb. Look at Revelation Living. Most of my meals happen by accident. I'm saying this in a loving tone. Don't take it condescending. Because I realize it's coming out of that. I'm like, I wish mine did anymore. Mine are gone. And it's hard because if you don't have yourself on paper, a printed list of like your go-tos, when life gets crazy, you forget what they are. And I will tell you, I've forgotten what they are because life has gotten crazy. And it's, you know, my normal has been gone for 4 or 5 months. And when, you know, you really forget your routines that you had. Boys eating us out of house and home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the girls.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I grew up with boys. I know how they do. But no, it's just funny because it was just a one little moment and people are just like, well, I'm, you know, acting like I'm so horrible because I denied him the banana.
The hard part is doing YouTube, and for those that do YouTube know, you share, but you share these tiny little snippets of your day, and then people forget that they're not watching your entire day. Exactly. And they assume they know everything. Now, I think I'm pretty darn transparent because I'm too dumb not to be.
Right.
And I mean, and I've gotten them, and they're just like, I can't believe you spent that much time and your poor kids. And I'm like, I got 6 kids. Somebody's always screaming. Right. Just because they're screaming. Typically, they're screaming because they're mad or they haven't gotten their way, kind of deal.
Yeah.
I'm reading. Fills his legs up, then his big toe with the food. The neighborhood boys. I'm like, I don't want to be friends with the neighborhood kids. I can barely feed my 6. I don't want to feed them. And I had some. They were like camped out, and I was like, okay, you got to go. They showed up. They're like, I'm hungry. I'm like, go home. All right. So next week, guess what we're talking about? Because next week we're about the 3rd. I hope it's next week because I forgot that calendar. But I believe we're talking about when you start sabotaging yourself.
Yes.
When others help sabotage you, and when you is next week when we self-sabotage and the week after is when others sabotage?
No,
that's all together. Okay. Yeah, people just get nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, and it's like,
trust me, I'm not losing sleep over it at all. Like, I just find it amusing.
Tangi's all like, don't let the proverbial screen door hit you on the way out.
That's pretty much. Well, actually, tomorrow I'm posting a day in the life video, and we talk about, and it's really funny because my family, we take everything with like, you know, good humor and everything. But it was funny because there's like, I mention it in one part of the day, and then like it just becomes the thing the whole day about the banana. It's really funny. So I hope you guys watch.
You know, it'd be really funny is if you did like a little video skit of the banana sitting on the table and he grabs one and you're like chasing him. No, give me back the banana. Give me back the banana. And he runs in his room and then you open the door and it's like nothing but bananas. That'd be kind of funny.
That would be funny. Yeah, that would be funny.
Hey, Leah, you made it. Break party of 9.
Yay.
Oh, we love it. All right, so we definitely got to call out because I'm going to go find food so I don't hoard my points away.
I got to eat too. I haven't eaten.
Okay. And you know, I started the coffee. I never finished the coffee.
Oh.
Because it's on the other side of the building, and I didn't want to miss out on anything y'all were saying. Just saying. All right. All right. Do y'all have anything you want us to pray over before we go out? I know, Leah, I'm going to throw you in there for RSV. She's got an RSV up in her house.
Goodness.
We've gone through that many times, and then the last time we went through it, it actually landed us almost in the ICU for the children's hospital with my number 5 kid. It was a wreck. It was a wreck. He was purple.
Oh my word.
From the one.
That's terrible.
Yes. But yeah, let us know your prayer concerns.
Oh goodness, Bandana Grandma's daughter is going to have back surgery.
Ooh. Oh, I'm writing that down. Bandana grandma.
Revelation, we were glad that you're here. We have a good time here.
I think we had a lot of new people come in. Thank you. And new commenters.
And probably it's because of that dirt patch, I'm sure.
Yes, she came in. She's been so funny. She has been incredible. So she's gotten here, and you know, we're not like next door to each other at all. It's almost like we all live in the same spot. Mama Cat, I'm with you on anxiety. And so she's gotten herself plugged in. She's like, oh yeah, there's a place that does hot yoga. I'm like, there's a place that does hot yoga here? And she's like, oh yeah. She's like, oh, I'm going to spin class it. I'm like, I've lived here all my life. How did you find all this? And she's like busy doing it. I'm like, oh man. And she's like, you ought to come join me. I'm like, I ain't got a babysitter. You know, just two different. I'm like, I want to come hang out with you in my hometown.
Yeah, that's funny. See your hometown through the eyes of a tourist. Let's see. Indigo says that her big brother has a brain tumor and just got back bad news that it's grown. Sorry to hear that. Faith Fries and Fried Paste, little boy's not feeling well today.
Okay. Keep talking. I'm writing it down so I don't have to look.
Okay. Revelation starting their own channel next week. Please pray I can figure all this technology stuff out. Let's see. Lori, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Very much. Very much. Revelations, I'm excited. What Revelations? What are you going to do your channel on? Mama Geek, my college classes started back next week, so strength to keep my fitness going with the other stress. Okay, listen. I did all my college before kids. That was hard then. I don't know how. Props to you. Props.
Thank you, Nora. That's very sweet.
She does look fantastic.
Stop it. You're making me blush.
Live it up. Live it up. You know, and that's what's funny about for me too. It's just like eating the stuff. I haven't put weight on, but I've noticed like it even swelled my cheeks a little bit. Like right in here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, I'm not fat, but I know it changed. Just eating the junk has changed my face. Well, thank you.
It
is inflammation.
Yeah.
And you know what? Once you get healthier, you start realizing all the little things that you blended in with all the other stuff. Well, Nora, thank you. Thank you.
Revelation says that their channel is going to be about spiritual growth, homesteading, crafting, cooking, learning as I go channel. You guys are an inspiration. Oh, cool.
The best advice I ever got, I actually tell this on public. The people that encouraged me to start YouTubing are the farthest channel you would think. And it's somebody I grew up with, and it's Hey, That's Mike. It's him and his wife. It's his wife Holly I grew up with. So she has a channel, Hey, That's Holly. They're like 300,000 subs. You know, they're huge. And I had called her or sent her a message. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to upload my first video. This is happening. Does it really take 24 hours to upload? And chit-chatted with her about that. And she told me, do what you love and by far always have fun. And if you always have fun, you will do great. And just be consistent. And that's the best way to YouTube. All right, pray I stay strong in my journey. You got it. Peace and pantry.
Mommy Geek looks like she said, my husband does not like the honeydew list he got yesterday for what I need to start the garden. Very nice. Very nice.
Tangi's killing me. I'm 10 miles from my garden, and I'm like, I need to get over there. I need to get over there.
I can't wait. I would be outside today if it weren't raining. Let's see.
Oh, Julie's calling me.
Oh, funny. Mr. and Mrs. W, I'm hungry. I'm going to have some bacon.
All right, I'm going to pray because I need to go eat too. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you just again for another wonderful, absolutely wonderful day together. And come together in the trenches, dear Lord. Let us thrive in the blessing of technology that allows us to just converse and communicate where just 10 years ago would have not even been a thought, Lord. Thank you for letting us come together and be encouraged. Lord, as much as you bless everybody with Tangi and I's experiences, bringing them to us, you bless us and encourage us to go forth. Lord, thank you for reminding us that this vessel is just a vessel we use in the journey of life. Dear Heavenly Father, remind us that not to take ownership as though it is our identity, but to take ownership as it is our responsibility, and it's for us to be stewards of this vessel you've given us, dear Lord. Dear Heavenly Father, be with the Rock family as they're dealing with the RSV. Dear Heavenly Father, be with Bandana Grandma. She's dealing with the back surgery in her family. Be with Mama Cat and me and all the other mamas as we just take on the pressures of motherhood and the anxiety that it can stir up, and then the debilitation of that anxiety. Dear Heavenly Father, just give our hearts calmness, Lord. And it's so hard when we try to explain that this anxiety not really is mental, but is actually a physical thing that turns on that we have to work hard to keep in check. Heavenly Father, be with Indigo's brother as they deal with the news of the brain tumor. Dear Lord, be with Faith and Fries with their boys being sick, Lord, and help Revelation and all the other people that sit in their homes that are just like, you know what, I need to be part about sharing the good news. I need to be part of being an encouragement to others and uplifting others and being there to just love on others through YouTube as they start channels, dear Lord. Let them go forth in the plan and the will that you have for them, and let them find the joy in it, dear Heavenly Father. Lord, be with Mama Geeka. She is taking on the task of educating and providing for her family and taking care of it and taking care of her vessel. Dear Heavenly Father, you know the journeys that we have, and we're in so many different places in these journeys, and we come together and just renew our encouragement with one another to stay the course to take care of these vessels. Lord, help us when we are in the screaming children and the stickiness and the craziness that we have to endure in our everyday, to stay focused on the goal, dear Lord, and that's to have a vessel that's healthy and prepared to take us to our last days, that stays strong. Dear Heavenly Father, let us age well and let us live well and let us do the task that you have for us with the vessels provided. In your Son's precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right.
All right. I'm going to see y'all later.
Yes. See you guys later.
And don't forget, if your Wellness Wednesdays, make sure you let me know. Put a message down here when you have it up, and I will go and throw it into the Wellness Wednesday January. I think I did that last week. I'm a little behind the ball here lately, but I'm getting better. It's getting better. It just happens. Yeah. Yes, amen.
Amen. Eat your points, ladies. Eat your calories.
Don't hoard them away.
Don't hoard them. All right. Peace out.
All right. Peace out. All right. Bye.
Bye.